Jordan is the most talented player in the NBA by far.
The show of the 90s, the team of the 90s.
Last Dance. Have you? Because I'm still 2 away. Did you watch? Did you watch all 10?
Of course I did. Of course I did, and that should be required viewing.
Yes.
For anybody who ever wants to achieve anything in life, and you should go back and you should continue to watch it. And I know that there's been some criticism from, documentarians because Jordan had, final edit and all that. And that's what I think made it amazing because I've been watching the guy since he was at Carolina. So for close to 40 years, other people have been telling his story, and he finally got to tell his story. And I don't know what these people are upset about because the way they perceived him was, I think, through eyes of envy. And I had no idea that he was that great of a teammate, that he was that coachable.
Yeah.
That like in 96, he gets into a fight with Steve Kerr and Phil Jackson kicks him out of practice and he leaves. But I'm going. I'm gonna fight.
He hauls off and hits me in the chest. And I just haul off and hit him right in the fucking eye. And Phil just throws me out of practice.
Because Phil's the coach. Like they came up with Michael Jordan and his supporting cast, and then he started saying it. Then they act like he came up with it, but he just seemed like that. All that stuff. Going to go see Rodman, and Rodman coming up saying, "Do you have a cigar?" He didn't apologize, but he understood the psychology of what he was doing.
I went to Michael Jordan's room as for a cigar, but I think that he knew the fact that that I think that's probably his way of me showing him that, man, my bad.
He didn't say apology. He didn't say anything. But by him coming to my room, it was his way of saying, look, man, I fucked up.
It was
fascinating, man. And
yeah,
he apparently his daughter said that, he didn't want this to come out for a while and he was very worried about it. And now he had an article out recently that said he could breathe a sigh of relief because everybody knew him as the Gatorade guy and everybody knew him as the McDonald's guy, smiling and kids' hero. And he was afraid it was going to come out that he was an asshole.
Man, I see a screaming devil. You make a mistake, he's going to scream at you. It's going to belittle you. He demands almost perfection.
And that's why he cried in that interview where he goes, look, I know when people watch this, they're going to think I'm a jerk and I'm not a nice guy, but there's a certain way to play to win. And if you want to win, you got to do it. He started crying and he goes, all right, break. And he took it out. But I got
to be honest with you. That has nothing to do with him. People thinking he's a jerk. That's people just envious of him and because I talked to a few people and they were just going like, well, I mean, that's like, he's kind of like really intense. I'm like, no, that's what you need to do what he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what is the
I like him better. I actually like him better after it. Like the first cut, like when it, in like episode 3, when his teammates were like, oh dude, he came in and we were like, but then I just realized, I'm like, no, man, like he's the reason why. And Scottie, here's the other thing too. Scottie Pippen, as great of a player as he is, and I think Scottie Pippen is an all-time great. He's one of the greatest on-ball defenders of all time. But Scottie Pippen, what Jordan did for him, I think Jordan made him one of the best players to ever live because he just had that guy next to him that did it, man, that did it and kind of won it.
Whenever they speak Michael Jordan, they should speak Scottie Pippen. When everybody says, well, I won all these championships, but I didn't win without Scottie Pippen.
Like, dude,
you couldn't be around a guy like that. That's like if you're on like a more simplistic version in our life is if a buddy of yours goes on stage and he tries out a new bit, night after night after night, and he's building his act. It's like it pulls you along with him. And it's like, even if you're not as good as he are, you're going to get better. And what he did, how committed he was and how bad he wanted to win every single year. If it's the level of leadership that he showed, because the thing about it is when the top dog drags ass, then he sets the tone. If he's busting his ass, then everybody else has to bust ass.
And so he talked trash in practice. He went at guys.
Stick dog down, keep him down.
Yeah, but you better watch out for the lead dog. He'll bite the shit out of you.
If he's listening to the coach, everybody else has to listen to the coach. I just loved watching how he interacted with the security. And you'd see him on the road, and he would be joking around to people, you know, driving by in the golf carts and stuff. Like, he was like a really, like, I mean, I know he worked those guys real hard in practice and stuff, but, like, how could you get upset as a professional player? You get to play with the greatest player of all time, and he's going to bring the best out in you. Especially with athletes at that level, I think it'd be a no-brainer that you would want to want to play with them.
The fact that he said, I punched the smallest guy, what the fuck am I doing? And I was wrong.
Look, I just beat up the littlest guy on the fucking court. And I felt about this small.
That kind of showed me that, like, because Steve Kerr was like, yeah, dude, he said some things to me that he shouldn't have said, and he was a real dick. And, like, then he actually called him up and bonded with him.
I called Steve and I apologized. Hey, look, man, it had nothing to do with you. You know, I feel bad.
We talked it out.
That kind of showed me that, like, because Steve Kerr was like, yeah, dude, he said some things to me that he shouldn't have said, and he was a real dick. And, like, then he actually called him up and bonded with him. That showed me that he wasn't a full-on, like, that showed me that he was a man. You know, that he was like, well,
yeah, look, dude, we all say shit we shouldn't have said or whatever, but, like, the media, like, just blows shit out of proportion. And there's two things in the past week with sports. One was Jordan talking about when his dad got murdered. All these years, I didn't know it was two 18-year-old kids. The way they spun that thing like it was some sort of fucking mob hit.
The violent death sparked a half dozen theories about the motive, some including possible connections to gambling.
You know, and I was talking to a buddy of mine who, like, you know, gambles a lot. He goes, dude, they don't whack people over shit like that. And they're not going to kill your dad if you owe him 50 fucking grand.
Yeah, especially with Jordan's money too. Yeah.
Dude, that's nothing. That's a couple of free throws for him.
Yeah.
One free throw, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jordan!
And Scottie Pippen.
He's also good. Why didn't they do Jordan last? Alphabetical? Oh, right. That's smart. You're smart, but still.
I'd rather be broken, have a whole lot of respect. It's the principle of it. My relaxation is electric. Extracting dyslexic right spice perceptive. No convalescence for mic impression. Practical solution destined. The clear optical, the product of sun. Topical some. Overlords of mic causing this profession. They'll start me second guessing.